I was a doctor once. My life was dedicated to healing, to easing the suffering of others. I had a small clinic in Kolkata, in a bustling neighborhood where people knew me by name. Every morning, I would walk the narrow streets, dodging vendors and schoolchildren, breathing in the scent of jasmine and the smoky tang of street food. I loved my work, loved the people I served, and I thought I was making a difference. But now, I am something else. A shadow, a whisper, a ghost trapped in the very place where I should have been safe. It was a rainy evening, one of those monsoon nights when the city feels like it's drowning. The streets were nearly deserted, save for the occasional car splashing through puddles. I was just closing up my clinic, preparing to head home, when they came. 3 men, faces I didn't recognize, but eyes that gleamed with something dark, something predatory. They said they needed help, that one of them was hurt. I hesitated. Something in their tone made the hair on my neck stand on end, but my duty as a doctor overrode my fear. I invited them in, locking the door behind them, as I always did for night patients. As soon as the lock clicked, I knew I had made a mistake. They pounced on me like wolves, their hands rough, their laughter cruel. I fought, clawing and screaming, but they were stronger, and there were 3 of them. They tore at my clothes, their breath hot against my skin, as they dragged me to the floor. I could hear the rain outside, the soft patter on the roof, so serene in contrast to the violence inside. I begged them to stop, to let me go, but they only laughed harder, their voices echoing in the small, sterile room where I had once saved lives. This was where I died. I don't remember how long it took, or when I finally went silent. All I know is that when it was over, I was no longer a doctor, no longer a woman. I was a corpse, discarded like trash on the cold, white floor. But death didn't bring peace. It brought rage. I rose from my broken body, unseen, unheard, but very much present. My clinic, once a place of healing, had become a tomb, and I was its ghost. I watched as they left, their faces smug, their hands still stained with my blood. They thought they had gotten away with it. They thought no one would care. They were wrong. The first one died a week later in a car crash. The second fell ill, a mysterious sickness that rotted him from the inside out. The third, well, he visited my clinic again one rainy night, perhaps to see if my ghost really haunted the place, or perhaps just to revel in what he had done. He never left. The city, of course, buzzed with rumors. They said my spirit was restless, that I sought revenge. But I didn't care about revenge. I wanted justice. I wanted the world to see what they had done to me, and to countless others like me, women who had been used, discarded, and forgotten. I wanted to scream from the rooftops, to force them to listen, to understand that my life had value, that my death was a tragedy. But ghosts have no voice. So I lingered, in the corners of my clinic, in the shadows of the city that had betrayed me. I lingered, hoping that one day, someone would tell my story, and the stories of all the women who had been silenced. I am still here in this clinic. I still see patients, though now they are the lost, the broken, the forgotten. I can't heal them, not anymore, but I can listen. I can give them a moment of peace before they join me in the shadows. And maybe, just maybe, one day the world will change. Maybe one day, women won't have to fear the night, or the hands of those who see them as nothing more than prey. Maybe one day, I will finally be at peace. But until then, I am here, watching, waiting, a ghost with a message that cannot be ignored. I was a doctor. I was a woman. I deserved better.